Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 469 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. This episode is called Social Media Recruiting Extracts. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is the world's longest-running athletic recruiting education podcast, giving you a weekly 15-minute episode with recruiting advice and tips from me, the owner of Recruit Me, LLC, and the father of 2 college student athletes. Like the introduction said, my name is Brent Hanks. You also get information from many guests on interviews. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is just one of many free and inexpensive recruiting resources to help you save time, money, and stress as you, the student athlete, and your family navigate the recruiting journey. Recruit Me gives you the free Recruiting Power Pack, a free monthly newsletter, free answers to recruiting questions just by emailing me at brent@recruit-me.com. The cornerstone to Recruit Me is the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. It includes a 200-plus page step-by-step manual, workbook, and worksheets to guide you through the DIY recruiting journey. The Recruit Me 3.0 system is only $39, and you can get access on the recruit-me.com website. Go there now or right after you listen to this episode. In this episode, I'm taking social media posts from X and Facebook that give you advice about athletic recruiting. As I peruse social media, I take screenshots of helpful and some not so helpful athletic recruiting tips from various different sources. Today, I'll give you a peek into my collection of these screenshots to give you helpful tips for your recruiting journey. I will give you information from the person or organization, then the post and their social media ID. Neither I or Recruit Me is promoting or affiliated with any of these social media posters. I'll just read some of the posts and then move on. Or I may comment on some of the posts. I encourage you to check out some of these resources and heed their advice if it fits your unique journey to find a place to play your sport and get an education and a scholarship. These social media nuggets will be read in no particular order of importance, and not all will pertain to your individual journey. I encourage you to use free and inexpensive resources to your advantage and to help you answer questions that arise. Let's get started on social media recruiting extracts. Here's the first one, an X post by William Payne at Tweets by Coach P. Breaking news. Athletes on scholarship do not receive a free education. Anyone saying this doesn't understand what committing 40-plus hours a week to something means. That is grossly inaccurate and creates a false narrative. Student athletes work very hard for that free education. A post by the NCAA Eligibility Center. Verbal commitment is when you verbally commit to play sports for a college before you sign or are eligible to sign for athletic aid. There's a link to on.ncaa.com/verbal commit. What is a verbal commitment? When you verbally agree to play a sport for a college before you sign or are eligible to sign for athletic aid. The commitment is not binding on you or the school. A post by College Recruiter at LL7NV. Coaches don't recruit players who wait for their shot. They want players who create their shot. Are you emailing, DMing, and calling? Are you sending updated film? Are you showing up to showcases? You say you want it, prove it. Take action today. DM me for a game plan. A post by Next Level Baseball. Players, ever wonder what kind of questions credible college coaches ask your coaches? Is he reliable and dependable? Is he selfish? Is he a great teammate? Is he a competitor? Is he mature enough to handle success and failure? How are the parents? How good does he want to be? Will he make an impact? Is he a winner? A post by Caleb Cox. Being a recruited student athlete means a college coach actively pursued you. Recruits have certain advantages and better resources. Consider factors like school reputation, coaches, and scholarships when navigating the recruiting process. What should you be looking for? What factors are most important to you? Finances, facilities, academics, program reputation, skill development, location, roster size, exposure, playing time, or coaches. Another post by College Recruiter. Recruitment is a process, not a lottery. Coaches aren't stumbling onto players. They're looking for those who stand out. Are you sending the right emails? Sharing key moments in your film? Showing them that you are serious? Hope isn't a strategy. Action is. DM if you're ready to get noticed. A post by Trenton Luer at Trenton LUERA 14. Recruiting isn't about talent. If you're not posting here on X, you're invisible to coaches. 1 to 2 posts a week can separate you from 90% of athletes. Film, workouts, training clips. Build your presence or get left behind. Another post by Trenton Luer. Getting recruited is making your talents known to as many coaches as possible. You can do that all on Twitter. Now it's up to you to do it. A post by Troy Silva. An elite-level college baseball recruiting coordinator once told me this, quote, I want to see how someone handles failure before we make them an offer. Everyone at this level is a stud, but everyone will struggle at some point. It's the ones that fail well that will be the ones that will be mentally tough enough to compete at this level, unquote. How do you handle failure? It might be the difference between getting opportunities and not. A post by Caleb Cox. During the college baseball recruiting process, ask these questions to show interest. Coaching philosophy, training programs, academic support, facilities, team schedule, summer leagues, handling injuries. Understanding these can align your goals. College baseball recruiting posted this. Most players don't go unrecruited because they are not good enough. They go unnoticed because no one told them what actually matters. Here are 3 things I get to see missed all the time in recruiting. Number 1, athleticism over polish. Coaches bet on upside. They'd rather mold a fast, powerful athlete than to take a polished glove with no speed or strength. Being well-rounded and an overall athlete is essential. Number 2, no contact strategy. Too many families rely on tournaments to get seen, but don't build a list of target schools or know how to email or reach out to coaches effectively. Number 3, no support system. The recruiting process can be overwhelming without someone guiding you on the timeline, deadlines, and communication process. Caleb Cox says, when reaching out to college coaches, attend showcases and camps, send emails, and utilize social media to showcase your skills. Be sure to highlight your academics as well. For personal guidance on how to maximize your journey, click on the link below. He provides a college recruiting strategy analyst checklist. On the checklist is a target list. Do you have a specific list of colleges that you can see yourself playing at? Self-reflection and analysis. Where is your skill set currently? Do you have a plan in place to get where you want to go? Research. Does the school you are targeting actually recruit players like you? Progress tracking. Are you tracking how often you interact with specific college coaches? Camp and showcase selection. How do you build your camp and showcase schedule around active recruiting windows and your team's game schedule? Statistics and data metrics. How recent are your statistics and your data metrics measurements? A post from Josh Rudd at jrudd_scout. Recruit tip. Listen to the market. Here's one of the best pieces of advice I ever received from a P5 coach. If you're only hearing back from D2, D3, JUCO teams, then you need to stop chasing D1s. The market will tell you where you fit. A post by Honest Game. Starting early is the key. Whether you're a freshman or further along the journey, laying the groundwork for academic and recruiting success is crucial. Honest Game's honest insight. Student athletes may not have their college goals mapped out yet, but starting the academic and recruiting process as early as the freshman year in high school is key to not missing out on future opportunities. Even if the idea of playing college sports is set in stone, it is important to consider the opportunities available later on. A post by Coach Switla at Coach SWIT. Parent wants his kid to play for my 14-year-old team, but says we do not have enough national trips. I said we really don't need that at this stage. He said we have to so the D1 coaches can see him and he can get an NIL deal. I tried to educate him, but wasn't going well. I wished him luck. Next Level Baseball post. Do your own personal showcase. Players, can you do these things? Number 1, drive the ball consistently over the outfielders' heads. Number 2, bench press 225 plus. Number 3, run a 6-minute mile. Number 4, throw the ball 100 plus yards. Number 5, sub 7 60-yard dash. Number 6, 85 plus on the mound. Number 7, sub 4.5 to first. Players, can you do these things? If not, you have no business going to a showcase. because you're not physical enough to be recruitable. Another post by Trenton Lure at Trenton, Luera 14. My recruiting changed when I realized that it's on me. Not my parents, not my coach, on me. I had to put in the work, otherwise I was never going to play college football. A post by Camden Perry. Think before you hit the portal. Just because it looks greener on the other side doesn't mean that it actually is. The transfer portal is packed with players chasing something better, but a lot of them end up with nowhere to go. Before you jump in, ask yourself, do I have a real plan? Will this actually get me more development or playing time? Or am I just reacting emotionally? Be smart. Don't get sucked in. The grass isn't always greener. It might just be turf. Another post by Camden Perry. College coach just called. Don't freeze. Be ready with questions. If a college coach calls you, it's your chance to interview them too. Here are key questions to ask. What is your philosophy on player development? What academic support is available for athletes? How does the strength and conditioning program work? What's the team culture like on and off the field? What does a typical day look like for players? Where do I fit in your recruiting class? Remember, you're not just picking a team, you're picking a home for 4 years. A post by Matt Lyle at Coach Lilse. Most people don't want to be part of the process. They just want to be a part of the outcome. But the process is where you figure out who's worth being part of the outcome. A quote by Alex Morton by Mindset. William Payne at Tweets by Coach P says, it's okay to be a D2 student athlete. It's okay to be a D3 student athlete. It's okay to be a JUCO student athlete. It's okay to be an NAIA student athlete. It's okay to be an NCCAA student athlete. It's okay to be a USCAA student athlete. It's okay to play something other than D1. A post by AAU Basketball, William Squire. Wake up, youngsters. Transfer portal facts. 65% of all D1 basketball players who entered the portal either transferred down a level or did not find a new home. A post by Dawn Williams. Just talked to a dad of an ECNL girl class of 2026. She's been in tears. She was promised being a starter for her ECNL club, and they would get her recruited to a good D1 school. She's done everything she's been asked. Now it's not happening. Girls having promises made to them by folks that cannot fulfill those promises. Why? To use them to get what they want and then not giving them the proper guidance. A post by Brent Hanks. Hey, I know him. You want to play D1 baseball? Are these teams on your college list? And I posted the top 25 mid-major power rankings in college baseball, with teams like the Troy Trojans, the Xavier Musketeers, the Liberty Flames, the UAB Blazers, and the Memphis Tigers. Are these on your list? To follow that up, Next Level Baseball posted, during the College World Series, we see you mid-majors and Ivy League, Stetson 11, North Carolina State 2, UTSA 10, Kansas State 2, East Carolina 11, Florida 6, St. Mary's 6, Oregon State 4, Columbia 11, Southern Mississippi 4, Murray State 9, Ole Miss 6. Honest Game post. NCAA Division I and Division II athletes will now sign only a grant-in aid, simplifying the commitment process. Athletic grant-in aid. Previously, the National Letter of Intent, or NLI, was a binding contract between student athletes and colleges, promising 1-year athletic scholarship in return for commitment. Now athletes will sign only an athletic grant-in aid, a direct legal binding financial aid agreement with the college. A post by Coach Beatty at Bluebook, Beede. If I could offer one piece of advice on high school baseball recruiting, it would be patient. The portal is about to explode. Already 3,000 plus in portal for early entry. Thousands more will enter next week. High school athletes have no idea what's about to happen. Lack of due diligence. One top prospect post. Not on a big-name travel team? No problem. Here are 5 ways to stand out this summer and get noticed. Top 5 ways to get noticed this summer, even without being on a big-name travel team. Number 1, film everything. Build a highlight reel weekly. Number 2, proactively reach out to coaches. Target schools that match your ability and academics. Number 3, go where the coaches are. Pick events where you are more likely to stand out. Number 4, max out your online presence. Your Twitter, Instagram should be a recruiting page. And number 5, dominate when it counts. Coaches talk. Your performance creates you buzz. Sport Force Baseball says, parents and players, listen up. Everyone wants to get their son recruited to the right school, but way too many families are stuck following outdated advice, and it's costing you real opportunities. Sports Force Baseball at Sports Force BB. A majority of players don't miss out on college baseball because they aren't talented. They miss out because they have no real recruiting plan. One top prospect covers your junior year when coach's interest really turns to opportunity. Junior year, go all in. This is your moment. Junior year is when coach interest turns into offers, if you're ready. Send updates, stats, videos, etc. to coaches. Take unofficial visits. Attend invite-only showcase camps where the head coach will be there. Register with the NCAA and NAIA eligibility centers. Take the ACT or SAT tests. Get honest evaluations from trusted coaches. Build genuine relationships with programs. Your goal, turn coach interest into real offers. Junior year is your defining moment. Well, I was going to make some comments on some of these posts, but I'm going to end it here today. These posts give you good insight into various degrees and topics of athletic recruiting. Many of these social media posts fit right into the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship that are featured by RecruitMe and the RecruitMe 3.0 athletic scholarship system. Go to the recruit-me.com website for more information on the RecruitMe 3.0 system. Join me next week for another 15 minutes that will change your athletic scholarship future on the Athletic Scholarship Podcast.